Okay.
Okay. Good afternoon, everyone. I'm Ava,
I'm Sherry.
and this is Something to It, where we hope to bring you content you both love and enjoy. So, let's get to it. Today, we are going to talk about the infamous
Capitol Hill.
incident.
More like insurrection.
Okay? These people.
Really.
Where do we want to start?
Well, for me, it was a showing up uninvited for me. Like, damn y'all rude. I wish we could show up like that without getting mauled down.
For me, it was the crawling of the wall like a bunch of monkeys. Like, what in all of hell was that about? Like, really?
Like the Kim Possibles. Oh, I've seen so many memes. People like, even what the Mexicans are looking like. Like, no. Yo, what foolishness. That's all. I don't understand. I understand why you felt that this was your time and hour, but really I don't. You're trying to stop the inevitable, the already completed. Like, did you really? Did you really though? That's all. I just can't understand it. Like, for me, you're calling yourselves protesters. You're not protesting. Protesters know how to put up their little picket signs, stand way back, and chant their needs, their desires, and what they need to get delivered. You motherfuckers ran up in there like it was a home invasion. And I'm trying to figure out why you wasn't mauled down like little dogs. Because had it been my people, that's what we would have met with. Because we were out there protesting. We were peaceful, just loud. We didn't do no home invasion. We ain't run up in there on the Blue Lives Matters and hit them with things, talk nasty to them.
Yeah, that's what
we didn't do none of that.
You have a problem with Black Lives Matter, right? For whatever reason. And then you say Blue Lives Matter. But yet, you people are caught throwing fire extinguishers. One poor guard, police officer, whoever he was being crushed in between doors. What happened to Blue Lives Matter?
Evidently, nothing matters as long as you get your little tantrum ass having ways.
And you're having fits over a process
that's been in place
forever, which your ancestors
created. It has checks and balances. It's already a doner. So you just gonna usurp the process.
And if you're upset that your president did not win, maybe you guys should have gotten out and voted. Because from what I gather, not enough of you went out and voted. That's number one. Number two, you want to say that the election is rigged. Have you ever thought maybe people got tired and said enough is enough?
Yeah, I'm assuming they did. They got tired of the messery, the foolery, the bamboozlement. And you guys are just too blind to see or to understand. But hey, one narcissist has a lot of narcissist followers, and you're all thinking, hey, we can do this. Unfortunately, the only thing you can do is take your happy behinds to jail, hopefully. Ridiculous.
I want to know what was truly patriotic about what you all did. That's what I would like to know. You run up into a building, it's a government building, where you were not invited.
Not an invitation.
Then you take your poor little feet and put it up on someone's desk. That is very disrespectful, because I'm pretty sure no one can go into your home or your mother's home and do that exact same thing, because it would be disrespectful.
Basically.
Regardless of how you feel about people, a certain party, whatever, that what you did was not patriotic.
No,
That was terrorist.
domestic terrorism, to be exact. Insurrection, not protesting.
Because
To
you
be
didn't
exact.
get any nothing was gained from what you did.
Yeah, there was. Some people got fired. Some people got arrested. And unfortunately, the 3 people were wounded. And you know what? Y'all call
Actually, I
somebody
think
to
they
lose
said
their
5.
life.
I think they said 5 people died.
Oh,
4
5?
or 5. We know of the one lady that got shot,
Correct.
which I'm sorry, but had she not been there, she would not have been shot. Okay? She went there looking for trouble, and trouble met her. So,
Right.
not being disrespectful, but had it been
My
the other way
condolences to her
around,
family.
had it been the other way
You done
around,
mauled us down like dogs.
you would have said they got what they deserved.
Yep.
So,
Because our protesting, because, you know,
we're protesting for a reason,
Yeah. For equality.
but you feel as though it's not a reason.
No.
But what you did, you only did it because your president didn't win.
Yeah.
Because if you can give me a clear reason as to why you bombarded that building like you did, I'm going to take it as you only did it because your president
You weren't
did
getting
not
it your
win.
way. And unfortunately, we have a process in place. It's called the presidential election. And he lost.
And you still want to scream fraud. Where is his proof that he keeps saying that he has? Where is it?
I understand
He
why
has
he has.
none.
I understand why he has to keep saying it, because what people may not understand, at the end of the day, the whole process he's going through, all the money you made up for him to go through this fraud stuff, you know who that is? That money gets deposited to.
His
You know,
children.
it gets deposited to him, people.
And his children.
And until it all is over, he has to keep up with that rhetoric. Because if he fall backwards, guess who don't get the money from that fund? He don't. His kids don't. I wish you people would truly understand the process before you go out here doing some of the buffoonery things that you're doing in the name of what? Patriotism.
Patriotism.
Because this was not patriotism
Nope.
at all. This was shared shenanigans at its very best.
Mm-hmm.
It was, I can't even come up with words. Besides, it's very stupid.
Mm-hmm.
Everything that I saw, and I'm like, one minute it looked like people, like this was put together, like it was a production, because I visited that same White House years ago on a tour, and there's Marines standing around, there's CIA standing around, there's Capitol Police standing around. It's really funny, half these videos that I'm trying to figure out with the angles of the videos, you're just letting them video.
You letting the video. You're just opening doors.
Doors.
For them. You're taking selfies. I see a picture of one officer walking a pregnant woman down the stairs. She found her way up those stairs. Why she can't find her way back down the stairs?
She done made it back.
Did she need your help?
No.
Or you the same one help her up the stairs? Then you should have told her to go home. She should have had her pregnant butt out there in the first place.
Basically, because I knew she didn't think that was a safe place for herself
For her.
or what was in her belly. But hey, we're the unreasonable people here. We don't know any better. And it's-
Baby lives matter too now.
all lives matter. Okay? Which is the whole point of all of this. Like, you're upset about Black Lives Matter, but we weren't saying that everybody else's life didn't matter. We're just saying that in this moment, enough is enough. And our lives have the same blood that yours have. Our desires are the same as yours. The only difference between us, for the most part, is our skin.
Is the complexion.
That's it. And we work like you do. We die like you do. We hurt like you do. We cry like you do. We deserve as much as we put in. We deserve the same simple rights. And we should not have to beg for them. Much like in a very bad relationship, you should know your position in your relationship. And you should, certain things you just should not have to beg for. What? I'm just saying. It's just certain shit you shouldn't have to beg for. Because the political arena, the society in which we live in, it really is like a relationship. And there are some things that you're just privileged to. And motherfuckers should stop having to beg for them. We should not have to beg for our First Amendment rights to be
Heard.
heard. We should not have to beg to not be killed unwarrantedly.
And that's the crazy part. But none of this, that is the most craziest thing. You allow those people in. You can't tell me you did not, because no one was met with any type of resistance. Okay? Other than that poor lady being shot. Okay? But like I said before, had it been me, had it been my sister, had it been somebody else, they would not have made it that far.
If I was in there as a tourist
excuse me,
and just picked up something I wasn't supposed to pick up, I'd have been considered stealing, and I'd have been immediately taken down to the ground and put in a jail somewhere. These motherfuckers came in there, stole, cocked up feet, went through windows, went out of windows.
Like they totally destroyed the building. They didn't totally destroy
everything.
it, but they
they
did
vandalized
destroy
a whole lot of
They
property
destroyed
in there.
property. And the thing is, we, the protesters, would not have done that.
Oh, we weren't doing that, but we were getting maced. We were getting tear gas thrown at us. We had officers push us with those little freaking shields. We had so much stuff done. And
we're not saying we because we weren't there. We're just saying in general.
Yeah, in general. Thank you for clarifying that. Like, when I say we, I mean our people that were out there protesting. I was protesting from the house because I wasn't trying to catch no damn COVID with all them people out there. But if that was any of us, and when I say us, I mean black skin, minority type people, we'd have been mauled down and gunned down from the beginning. We would not have been allowed entry. There sure would not be no cops out there waving us in. This is the direction, like I've seen on a few of those videos.
Right, what?
I just don't understand. If we all have our own things going on, our lives are all valuable because that's how it's been made. Why is certain lives so indispensable, deemed unvaluable? And that whole Capitol Hill fiasco, I don't know, like I keep saying, for me, it was a straight home invasion. That's how I looked at it. And the sad thing is, some people lost their lives, and my condolences to all their families.
Well, supposedly one of those people died on his own accord.
Oh, the one with the taser, tased his own balls and killed himself.
How you managed to do that? I don't know or understand.
Woo!
So that shouldn't even be considered a casualty of Capitol Hill.
Man,
that should be considered a casualty of his own stupidity. Because how did he manage to do that?
I don't know.
I don't know, but I digress.
I just want all the people that you're collecting, because I'm just happy to see that you now understand the value of video footage, because you have video footage on all these police officers who have killed all these people for no reason, no resistance, no weapon having, a whole knee on a man's neck for what, 6 or 8 minutes, and it's not enough evidence. But you use this camera footage to go and gather up people
that you can identify, which you should do, because they need to be sitting in someone's jail.
Okay, or paying some very hefty fines. But I'm just glad to see that you're finally using it, and I appreciate you.
They've been using it. They just
basically, and I just want you, like me. For me, it's the list of violations. Okay, the laws that were violated for me. Because again, I swear, if it was a minority, all of these laundry lists, y'all would have added more laundry lists times 5.
Resisting arrest, but I wasn't being arrested. You were attacking
me,
me, sir. But
yeah, all of that. Because y'all trespassing, breaking and entering, larceny, assault, battery, conspiracy, blatant treason.
Didn't they say someone had a bomb there?
No, not a bomb. Some bombs.
See,
some.
And y'all don't consider that to be a terrorist threat?
Okay.
You do realize there are such things as homegrown terrorists. That's what we have.
Homegrown terrorists, aka these days, to me, is white supremacy. Take it how you want it. because you are the biggest domestic terrorist I have ever seen. And you have a way of convoluting words to make it seem as though others who were just doing community services for their people to help build their people, you conspired to make them terrorists. But you're the biggest terrorist. You're the biggest threat on America.
Mm-hmm.
And it's because you don't know how to play well with others. I don't know if your parents gave you too many toys. I don't know what the problem was.
Not enough toys and not enough love.
But come on, at some point, your own people are like, damn, enough is enough. Your own people. Can you get that shit under your head?
Get it under control, people.
But Capitol Hill,
What a mess.
of 2021. I don't think we will ever live this down.
Oh yeah, because the rest of the world say we're a bunch of idiots anyway. They've been saying that.
But now we just gave you food. Thank you. Appreciate it. At least this time, it wasn't the black people that you could manipulate the audio and the visuals to mean something.
Yeah, we're not going to deny that there weren't black people out there.
Oh,
there were black people
and that's
out there.
ridiculous.
Y'all, I don't
The
know
few
why.
of you who went, why did you go? Were you out there trying to protect your girlfriend or your boyfriend? Because I don't understand why you were there. But I'm glad you were smart enough not to cross that line, or you would be them 4 or 5 dead people. Or did they trick y'all into coming knowing that they needed casualties and they figured you would be the ones that got
Better be
casualized?
stupid enough to go inside the building.
You ever thought about that?
But I think my movie said there was one, because there was one that got inside because he was recording something. I don't know.
So
I
that
truly
was
don't
the filmographer.
care, but why were you there? It's not your fight.
Basically.
It's
And this is
your
not
fight.
our cleanup. They need to clean this bullshit. Because this is ridiculous. Well, at the end of the day, Biden 2020. Anyway.
And the fact that you guys are still holding on to the fact that Trump is still going to win somehow, it's already been, it's done. It's done, it's done, it's done. Let it go and let's move on.
Votes are casted.
I say this,
Knowing.
and I believe you people should do the same. Worry about what's going on in your home. Unless something is going on in politics that is directly affecting you, take care of your home. Because as long as you take care of your home, you probably don't really have to worry about what's going on out there anyway. Politics are not politics as they used to be anyway. We're in a corporation now, so.
Well, basically. But we do have to worry about the politics.
I'm not stressing.
We as minorities, need to do more politicking. We need to. I'm not saying that we have to live as if they control our homes, because they never.
Yeah, and
control
that's what I'm
directly.
saying.
But we do need to get heavily involved in politics, because the politics does not start with the president.
No.
The politics start with your local people.
And that's the dumb part.
That's
Like,
where it counts the most.
people don't understand that. He's just a mouthpiece.
Basically.
It's the people under him. Like
Congress and the House, your local aldermen, your local commissioners, your local mayors, your governors. These are the people that
That you
we
need
need
to
to
be
be
more
voting
concerned
for
about.
and more concerned about. Those are the individuals. Show up to those city hall meetings. That's where you do your patriotic duties at. Because if you take care of the lower man, the top man just moves his mouth better for all involved, and not just for a certain sector of people. Okay? Capitol Hill, 2021. I just don't understand.
what else y'all got up there on screen?
I'm pretty sure it's a lot.
February is so be here. Just let me know in advance.
I thought I thought when it went to 12, like 11:59, going into midnight, I thought 2020 was behind us. Evidently, we carried that bullshit right into 2021, and we're gonna blink and it's gonna be February. We're gonna smile, it's gonna be March, and so on and so on. And I just hope we are all better prepared for the rest of this year.
I said it once, I'm going to say it again. It's going to get worse before it gets better.
Keep your head up.
But once it'll get better, that we can make this whole situation better if everyone just learn to get along.
Basically.
Y'all want to use the Bible so much? And what about this? Love thy neighbor as thyself.
That's hard.
And if
already
you
know
do
love
that,
yourself.
we won't have these problems. But we're too busy being pinned against one another.
And it's
For
done
what?
intentionally.
And
And
for what?
you're not even smart enough to realize
To
a
realize
lot
it.
of it is intentional. They propagate situations and they flash them in front of us like pendulums that don't stop because they have a mission. They have an endpoint and we're helping them to their endpoint. Well, we are basically become Sodom and Gomorrah, and you better hope that, I guess it's lucky that God said he'll never wipe us out by water anymore. But that leaves a whole lot of other motherfucking elements to fuck us over with, people. So get it together.
Rain of fire,
Fire.
come from the sky. Who knows?
The fire,
But
like
y'all
you
need
said,
to
the
get it
wind.
together.
There's so many different elements out here. Can we just get it together? I think from this moment on, we all should do a symbolic hand holding, a kumbaya,
No more kumbaya.
okay?
Kumbaya no more.
Yes.
No.
I just a kumbaya of positive energy. We all have positive energy. That's what the world needs. What the world needs now is, I don't know the words, but y'all know the song.
What the world needs is for people to use their brains
Well, that's
and
not
their
happening.
eyes
That's not
and
happening.
see what is truly going on.
That's not happening. Or Capitol
And
Hill will not
realize
have happened.
that we are not your enemy, just as though we realize you are not our enemy.
Well, some of you are not. But we definitely are not your enemy. We don't have an out against you. We're too busy trying to take care of our stuff as best as we can, okay, with the structures that we have. And you keep thinking that the Bible verse is coming, that your 400 years is ending. And what I don't understand is we don't have hate for you.
Nope.
But if you keep this bullshit up,
It's not hate for you, it's the hate for the system.
if you keep
That
this
is
bull
set
crap
against us.
up, you're going to build a rage that when it comes time for us to insurrect, you will get the wrath for every last one of your ancestors. So calm down. We just want love and peace and to be left alone. We want to smile and party just like you. We want to take care of our families just like you. We want to be able to drive down the street and not have PTSD because we saw police lights go on. Okay? Jesus. That's all we want. Is it that hard? Why is it that hard? But anyway, I digress. What else would you like to speak about on Capitol
Nothing.
Hill?
Nothing. Just realize we all basically have a common goal, and that is to live a life of peace and happiness.
Basically.
it.
I think we all should live by my daily mottos. We should live, laugh, and love. Live every day like it's your last. Love as if you've never been hurt. And laugh because that bitch is contagious. If we laughed more, we smiled more, we'd actually be happier and less stressed and worried about nothingness. Okay?
Yep. Alrighty, people.
So as always, we hope that you learned something, heard something,
Take away something from this.
like, share,
Comment and subscribe.
and if you can't hear the music, we don't own it. We just own the right to rock to it. Left and right, left and right, left and right. Bye.
Good night, everyone.
Bye.